Good morning everyone. Students, we started our 12th lesson, that is time and motion. In our very first video we saw why there is need to measure time and the definition of time. According to the dictionary, the definition of time is the period between the two events. If you consider the two events like sunrise and sunset, then the period between the sunrise and sunset is called time. I feel you understood those points. Now let's move on. Our second point, that is measurement of time. People use different devices to measure time. In ancient period, people used a rod which is fixed vertically in the ground, and time was measured with the help of its shadow. जैसे जैसे सनराइज से सनसेट होता था, उसके शेडो से पता चलता था कितना टाइम हुआ है. Then later on many devices discovered. In the beginning, people used calendar to keep a track of years which were divided into month and days. Not exactly what we use today, but something similar. So in our first point we saw our ancestors measured time by keeping track of events that were repeated. Repeated means sunrise to sunset, number of sunrises in the between the two full moon, and number of full moon between the two seasons. इस तरह से वो अपने टाइम को मेजर करते थे. Now then they use calendar which is not exactly that we use today, but give the simple measurement like month and day. Later people started keeping track of time of the day. They started building various instruments to divide the day into smaller parts. Then people started to divide the day into smaller parts, and they measure time with the help of that instruments. An instrument used to measure time is clock. So definition of clock is an instrument used to measure time.
Sundial. A triangular pin, or we can say the indicator, casts a shadow on the plane. During daytime, the sundial casts a shadow on a plane, and this shadow moves along a circular path which is divided into hours. From shadow, the time of the day was known. From a sundial, time at night could not be known. Sundial worked only during daytime. Another device used was an hourglass, having two glasses or bowl placed upside down with a fine pour in between the two. Fine sand is filled in the upper glass. Sand flowed from upper glass into the lower glass. The quantity of sand in the upper bowl is so managed that it flowed down from upper glass into the lower one in a fixed interval of an hour. These two devices being used for the measurement of short interval of time, but they had certain limitation. The limitations are: sundial could only be used during daytime. The hourglass had to be put upside down every time after an hour. An instrument known as water clock was also used in different parts of world. It worked on principle of regulated flow of water. Savai Maharaj Jai Singh of Amber, was an astronomer and an architect itself. He designed and got constructed 5 Jantar Mantars at Jaipur, Mathura, Delhi, Varanasi, and Ujjain. Jantar Mantar has many instruments, including sundial to measure time, and other devices to learn about the position of stars in the sky. Jantar Mantar is a remarkable structure which consists of 14 geometrical devices used for measuring time, forecasting weather changes, predicting behavior of planets. All these devices are fixed structure and point to the specific direction. The largest device or instrument is Samrat Jantar, which is 90 feet high, and its shadow is plotted in such a manner so that it shows the exact time of the day. Sun Temple. Sun Temple is one of the India's UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Konark Sun Temple is a grand old sun temple that still stands to this day. It was built in 13th century. You can see the 24-wheeled chariot of the sun led by 7 horses. It is also called Surya Devalaya. यहाँ पूजा नहीं करते हैं. कहा जाता है कि इसके टॉप में एक मैग्नेट था जिसको मुगल सम्राट ने निकाल लिया और तभी से ये डिस्ट्रॉय होना शुरू हुआ. आप अभी देख सकते हैं कि उसके साइड में बहुत सारे ऐसे खंबे गड़े हुए हैं ताकि उसको बचाया जा सके.
See in the book, these devices were not very accurate, and there was a need to improve accuracy and devise instrument that gave a better measurement of time. So students, these devices are not so accurate. They had some limitation. So there was a need to improve these instruments. A major breakthrough come in 1656 when Christian Huygens made the first pendulum clock. It consists of weight and a swinging pendulum. So in 1656, Christian Huygens made first pendulum clock. A pendulum clock which consists of a bob and which is hanged by the string or a thread. These clocks were much more reliable than the earlier one. We can say it was the advanced one. Another major advancement in the timekeeping was the invention of the atomic clock, which is very accurate. So atomic clock is very accurate. It is used to control the wave frequency of television broadcast and also in global navigation satellite system such as GPS. Today, clock do not just tell us the time of the day. They are also used as timer in oven, in stopwatches, in various athlete events, etc. So हम हमारे घर पे भी इसको देख सकते हैं, जैसे कि हमारे यहाँ की वॉशिंग मशीन, उसमें टाइमर लगा होता है. देन अगेन हमारे मोबाइल, उसमें भी टाइमर होता है. देन इन वेरियस the SI unit of time is second. Underline this sentence. SI unit of time is second. Some other units of time are given in the table. See in the table. 60 seconds, 1 minute. 60 minutes, 1 hour. 24 hour, 1 day. 365 and 1/4 day. That is, we called it as 365 and 6 day. 365 days and 6 hours. 1 year. 10 year, 1 decade. 10 decades, 1 century. 10 centuries, 1 millennium. So beta, that's all for this class. We will meet in the next class. Thank you.